Alright, hi everybody. Welcome back to another Forza video, this time the overdue defending tutorial I owe you. Today I'm just going to start by showing you some of the most clear-cut examples I have of utilizing some of the key defending techniques I'm going to be teaching you about, or just demonstrating rather. And then the last couple minutes of the video are just going to be a clip of me putting it all together. So without further ado, let's get started on Forza Academy number 3. Thanks for being here. I'd actually quickly just like to insert this for people who haven't seen before, so you know I know what I'm talking about. So this is pretty basic. A car dives down the inside. You need to brake more than them and maximize your exit out of the corner, get better traction than them, and get back ahead. This is usually most effective against dive bombers who prioritize straight line speed in their builds, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so this is pretty basic. It's the most key method of racecraft that you need to focus on. You make sure the other car doesn't have the opportunity to get control of the corner by forcing you offline. It is actually better to do this than maximizing your own line, because if you allow someone to dive down the inside, you're screwed and they will overtake you. Now, be sure to prioritize paying attention to your braking point over getting on the inside of somebody, or you'll mess it up and they'll get by you anyways, just like happens right here. This is something Max Verstappen is known for, hence the name. So if someone's trying to dive down the inside, you release the brake just enough to make sure you get to the apex first and can control the corner. Now just remember, all forms of defending will reduce your maximum lap time, but if you can keep someone behind, then you're going to be better off doing that. If someone is so much faster than you that they're going to get by regardless, you're actually better off just letting them by and then coasting on their coattails, drafting behind them, and seeing if you can just get them towards the end, maybe on strategy or whatnot. Now, it's really important for me to say I am not suggesting you bully people or try and force them off to stay ahead. That's just nasty racing. But if you're pretty level pegging with someone and you can just outfox them, that's perfectly okay in my book. If you see here, this guy is way faster than me, at least in the corners, but I have just enough of a pace advantage on him on the straights to keep control of the lead of this race around Suzuka. And as we saw just a couple of weeks ago, if you know what you're doing, it is very difficult to get past someone with competent racecraft around Suzuka. Now, obviously, this is not the same as F1, and I'm nowhere near Max's level even in sim racing. But it's just nice to see a reflection of real life in our art, if that makes sense. Once again, it is important to remember that if you defend too hard, you are probably going to upset someone and they may become irrational. Fortunately, thanks to the massive force updates, you can no longer just ram people off the road. One last point, it's really important to prioritize corner exit speed over anything else when defending. Obviously, control the inside, make sure the other car can't take control of the corner, but your exit speed is going to be most important when defending. You are going to be very vulnerable down the straight if you spend too much momentum in the corners, so just adjust accordingly to maximize corner exit speed. Thanks for watching.